Hello, everyone. Well, presently, at this time today, there's been a lot of talk going around on the internet with a little bit of a kind of teaser going on that we may be getting the next edition of the John Lennon Ultimate Mixes set. The series that's been really good from the Lennon estate. You know, they give you a lot of bang for your buck and they put out Plastic Ono Band, they put out Imagine, they put out, of course, the Gimme Some Truth compilation. But Sometime in New York City is now being, I'll say rumored because it's not really official as I make this video, but I think it's going to happen. This may be coming out in 2022. The reason why I give it a little bit of credibility is because last year in May of 2021, Sean Lennon responded on a tweet to an inquiry about when can we expect to see Sometime in New York City. Sean simply wrote at the time, 2022. Just the year was put out there. And that was enough from Sean himself to make everybody feel, oh, it's going to happen. Now, I realize that a lot of people, most people, do not really care for this album. A lot of times an artist will have what's known to be his least album, in some cases his worst album, if you like. I've always been a fan of Sometime in New York City. I enjoy the record, always have, and that goes from way back before I started making videos here. You know, this is nothing new for me. But I do realize if I were going to rank my favorite albums by John, this would not be at the top tier. It would be a lower tier. I'm greatly excited about this if it's going to happen. Okay? Because, well, I like that they're going in chronological order. I thought to myself early on, you know, if they're going to do Sometime in New York City, maybe they should strategically release that last because it's not really considered one of John's best by most people and most fans are already getting all prickly about it. Even in these comments that I've been reading, some people are making jokes about it coming out. Oh, do we really need an expanded version of this? And jokes of that nature, which is going to happen, because this is a very derided album. So I was wondering from the beginning, I said, when they come around to wanting to do this, should they kind of wait? Maybe they should put it last. Concentrate instead on Walls and Bridges, Double Fantasy, Mind Games, albums like that, and then do this later. But I'm glad if it's going to happen, that it's going to be chronological for the 50th anniversary, which is in 2022. I wouldn't say a lot of songs on here are my all-time favorite Johns, but there were at least 3 songs on here that I put among my top, and including the song New York City, which is a really great rocker, and John seldom did great rockers in his solo career, so I'm really excited about that. Also there's a possibility, and I'm really hoping, that we're going to get extras with this. Now, some of the extras we could get are the Willowbrook rehearsals. There are a lot of rehearsals and demos to go with this material. A lot of people know years ago there were underground records and they were about the Willowbrook sessions where John and the Elephants Memory Band got together and rehearsed a lot of numbers. And as I say, there's a lot of Lost Lennon tapes, demos, and things. And of course, there'll be remixes and different versions. So there's a lot of that to get interested in, a lot of stuff to get excited about. And also, let's also take into account the possibility, again, I say, of a reworked, remastered, boosted version of the concert, the one-to-one show from Madison Square Garden in 72 that was previously released in 1986 under the title John Lennon Live in New York City. Jack Douglas, the producer, has confirmed that that's being redone. For several years now, it's being speculated it's going to come out. Again, new, improved. I don't know whether they're going to use the nighttime performance, the afternoon performance, a mix of the two, what they're going to do. But although, again, this is just speculation, it would be a good idea to maybe include that as part of the packaging deal to entice a lot of people. I think that would be a good idea if it's ready, if it's able to be done. So that even for people who don't like this, it'll feel it's their, obligation to start, crapping all over this album just because it's joking against it, just because it's in the news as possibility and maybe coming out. Maybe those people will even think, I'll give it another shot. That's something that appeals to me. And things have come out before that were never considered the best that have gotten reappraisals. And that's happened with albums like Paul McCartney's McCartney 2. You know, McCartney 2 was an album that was really, really at the bottom of the bins for a long time for people who were Paul fans. And that got reappraised when it came out as one of the McCartney Archives editions. It does happen, you know. It even happened a little bit with the Wildlife and Red Rose Speedway albums from Paul. You know, once those were issued and had a nice job done and they were able to really get a full picture, a new sound and everything. So you don't know. So let's give it a chance, you know. Give some time in New York City a chance, right? I'm excited about it. I hope this pans out to be real news. I'm putting this video out there just in case it happens. It may never happen. This could be just a fluke that we're hearing about and seeing. But I just thought I'd put my 3 cents out there and tell you, come on, haters. I know haters are going to hate, but give it a chance. Maybe this time it'll be a little better for you. Later.